What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat. Rusty might be on a little bit later with us here. And we have your week-long contest walkthrough, WCW. If you don't know, check us out every Thursday and occasional Sundays and Mondays where we share the new things that are happening in WWE Champions. And this week-long event is Pacific Power. I can confirm there's a new character that's never been in the game before. I will confirm that there's a new moment. In fact, you can see that one. That's already given away right there. And I confirm that there are 11 new skill plates coming to the game. So, without further ado, how would you like to see what it is? It is Pacific Power Week, and we've got the big bad love machine himself, Viscera, in the game. This is Viscera, not Mabel, not Big Daddy V. This is Viscera from the Ministry of Darkness, and continuing a trend of adding new characters to the game that have not been in there twice, like technically Friday and now Monday. So, not even 3-4 days apart, we get characters that haven't been in the game before. And we've got a pretty spicy event. So I'm not going to read every word that's on this thing because I'll tell you, this is a long one right here. But what I will tell you is I'm going to go through some of the big parts of it. I'll read some of it we'll summarize, but the Ministry of Darkness grows stronger in WWE Champions. Earn shards for brand new Viscera. Choose from 11 new Ultimate plates on the prize wall. And claim an all-new Ministry of Darkness moment in the Step Up offers at WWEChampions.com. Trust us, you want to get that one for the weekend. So, little bit of inside baseball for this. I can confirm from our community manager, I've been saying can confirm a lot tonight, that that moment, that Ministry of Darkness moment, is in the Step Up offers at the final step. So those of you who have maxed the Step Up offers before know how much dollar that is. You can put it in the chat if you know it and all that, but it is definitely not a free moment. And I will say that they are going big on it because there's going to be at least 3 mentions of how important that moment's going to be for this weekend. All the cool stuff in a nutshell. So Viscera is your weekend character, but you can start chasing him right now. Brand new Viscera has arrived and he's smashing opponents into fruit porridge. I don't even know what that means. Like no one else. I have never walked up to someone and said, I'm going to smash you like fruit porridge. Start collecting his shards throughout the week and get closer to unlocking him this weekend. There are going to be 600 shards of him in this week's contest, with 300 in the Sacred Battleground. That's 900. He is a 3,000 shard unlock. You can see on his poster, he is a powerhouse of the Attitude Era. So that's 2 Attitude Era powerhouses this month. And I can tell you there will be an event surrounding him this weekend. He will be available in the loot. There will be more shards this weekend. So you're going to get your 900 here, and then there's a chance for the rest later. On the weekend, you can play solo and faction contests, tours, faction boss shop, and don't miss what's waiting at champions.com and spin the loot. All right, everybody screenshot that because we're about to start talking about some skill plates. Ready, set, go. New Ultimate plates. You can find 7 brand new Ultimate Big Botchman skill plates on the prize wall, along with 4 newly themed extensions. I don't know what that means. Of the Break X Color Gems, Make 10 Color Gem plates. That's 11 new plates in one contest. Go get them. Go get them. The Big Botchman plate, there are 7 of them. We'll explain that in a moment, but there's going to be one that is any color, which is fairly Yeet-like. And then there is 6 of them that are specific colors, which will be pretty interesting. And then you can see break purple, get blue, red, black, and yellow right there. So this is why Jacqueline is not a powerhouse. That's right, Don J. That's right. We've also got the Pacific Power Ministry of Darkness moment. It's available this weekend in the web shop Step Up offers. And again, I have been told it is the final milestone of the Step Up offers. So those of you who spend can tell the others in the chat how much that is, but it's not cheap. But are you seeing what I'm seeing with that person standing behind The Undertaker? I would love to see some things with him in the game. Thank you, Will Breaker. That's helpful context. Pro tip, and here it is again. You're going to want this moment before the weekend because what's coming will make this a must-have. Surprise, surprise. I don't know anything more about it than that, but they are pumping that like crazy. Please note, screenshots are taken from test environment. Text numbers, items, dates, subject changed. Part of the contest might be work in progress, so checking in for latest numbers, blah, blah, blah. Basically, always check in-game. The blog are helpful context, but they're not always 100% because things change a little bit as they go, and sometimes a lot of it. Here's the schedule for you. The Pacific Power Contest starts tomorrow at noon Pacific time, ends on 5:30. You've got the WWE Draft, notice the word, Faction Loot Contest, so there is a spend to that. Starts 5:29 and ends 5:30. So keep in mind for your spending planning this month, or this week at least, that while there's going to be stuff that goes live tomorrow, there is a specific faction draft that goes on the 29th to the 30th. There's also Sacred Battleground Showdown competition, the 28th through the 30th. And there is daily Warriors Way loot contest. So if you participated in the Shredder event and the others that kind of came along that were following that same path, there's basically daily loot, or there's loot, and every day that you take part in spending in that loot, it gets you further in that contest. There's also a Sacred Battleground Showdown. Right now it's listed as male and female. Goes till 5:28 to 5:30. Everybody screenshot that. Got it, and go. Here's the prize wall. The new Big Botchman series of plates. They're all whenever you make 30 botch gems, you increase blank for 300%. So the multicolored Big Botchman that you see right there is the multicolored one. It's the best of them. I've been told, I think it's available early on in the contest. So if you can go for one, you'd probably rather have that one, because whenever you make 30 botch gems, you increase all color gems by 300%. And then there's also the multicolors of them. Whenever you make 30 botch gems, you increase whatever colored the plate is. So now that they've done the barber's blades on all colors, now they're just go ahead and doing all of the plates, where if it's got a color component to it, just put them out there. Why not? And then there are the purple plates. I can't get all of them on the screen at once right here. The Crimson, pretty straightforward. Break Purple, get red. Ice Veins, get blue. Gold Rush, get gold, or yellow. And Shadow Drive, that's a cool name for a plate. The Shadow Drive, whenever you break purple gems, get black. More skill plates available this weekend on the event. All of the Barber Blades colors. The Mischief plate, which is the purple Royal Rumble plate, I believe. The Yeet plate. The Final Boss Finery. The Dirty Deeds. The Valkyrie's Crest. The Will of Cargill, Down the Rabbit Hole, and the Insatiable Hunger. Then you've got moments, and there's some pretty good ones in here too. You can see them on screen. Wyatt 6 versus American Made, Tiffy Time, the NXT Arrival plate, The Rock joins the Nation, Stone Cold versus The Rock. That's the one, I think that's the one at least that you need to have 3 of to unlock, which if so, that's one of my goals because I only have 1 of those. Summer Champions, R-Truth enters the Royal Rumble, and etc. Shards, I'll put them up on screen for you, but won't read all of them. Let's see how much I can get right there. There's your shards. Actually, that is all of them. Nia Jax. Fatu, by the way, is going to be a focus this week. It is the Pacific Islander focus, which is interesting because Viscera is not Pacific Islander. He was born in the Carolinas. But you can see right there, shards for Great Muta, Samu, Solo Sikoa, Carmelo, Roxanne, and Io Sky, plus ultimate straps, star fragments, and etc. You can also find these bags throughout the contest. There's going to be prize wall medallions in there and shards of mostly Islander, Asia Pacific, and similar characters right there. Solo contest for the Pacific Power. Complete the daily tasks and spin the loot for a max milestone of 35 million. We'll get you Viscera shards, Bossman shards, Tier 6 medals, prize wall bags, superstar chest, bits, and strap parts. Plus, the top 200 can earn 10,000 prize wall medallions on the leaderboard. Once again, no last time Cena. I know. I'm sorry. TWF Gaming, what's up? Follow TWF Gaming on Twitch, YouTube, and all the things. Click his name in the chat and go from there. All right, so here is the events. There's a lot of them. Okay, so there's 3 different types of tours going on. There's the regular tours, there's special tours, and then there's CSS bonus tours. The CSS bonus tours don't have anything in them, at least I'm being told, that you are not going to, like things that you're going to have to compete, right? They're bonus, special characters, and etc. So there's kind of like normal tours, special, and then challenge, basically, on top of that. So beat the Splash Tour boss, bonus with any Bloodline, any Japan superstars, any NXT superstars, any new Bloodline superstars. That's one of your events. Then you have refresh tasks. You beat them on Wednesday with Big Boss Man, Steve Austin, The Alliance, Jacqueline. So super rare there. Right. Then you've got some increase the talent things, which include the new Bloodline, any NXT, and any superstar from Japan. So that's one event. So that is, what was the name of that tour? That was the Splash Tour. Then we've got the Rip Current Tour, where you beat the current tour with any Bloodline, any Japan, NXT, so on and so forth. Just different tour, same requirements. Then there's the Tsunami Tour. That's where everybody thought Bronson Reed was coming in, because tsunamis are a part of this. Any Bloodline, any Japan, so on and so forth. You get the idea. Then there's the Daily Warriors Way Loot Contest. And you notice there's a focus on Fatu shards, if you need to recruit him. He was one of the Black Friday characters, as DJ Anon said, the Black Fatu Day characters. So you spin specific loot and get leaderboard positions in these daily contests to earn Pacific Power Prize Wall bags. You get Fatu shards, Great Muta shards, Viscera shards on day 3 and 4. You can get a Yeet skill plate on day 3 and 4. As many Yeet as you can get in this game is fantastic. There, yeah, Fatu, he's good. He's not that great anymore. You can also earn prize wall medallions on the leaderboard. Okay, here's the WWE Draft Faction Loot Contest. No, I don't know why it's the draft. I don't think that's happening soon in TV, but maybe it was supposed to. Who knows? For every, your way to earn points is to spend 1 draft loot coin. It doesn't say how many points they're worth, but the max milestone across your faction is 660 million. So let's hope they're worth a lot of points. Earn WWE Draft Prize Wall medallions with your faction, and notice, redeem them for 6-star gold posters. So that specific event, which is the 29th and 30th, is for 6-star gold posters. You can get 2 prize wall medallions, 5,000 of the other prize wall medallions, and 2.8 million contest points. So think of this as the TMNT event. You had the one thing, then you had the pizza boxes separate, right? So you've got 2 different sets of medallions here. Think of the WWE Draft as your premium medallions. Sacred Battleground Showdown competition. Get more Pacific Power points on the prize wall, and max milestone 400,000 points. You can see there's some more Viscera shards there, prize wall bags, 5 tier 6 metal chests, and contest points. But here comes the new way that we're doing Showdown, right? Not Steel Cage, because that's a dirty word. That's a dirty, dirty word. It is buffs and defensive buffs, right? So if you use for your offense any Anawa'i, Mayaviya Legacy, Bloodline, or New Bloodline, you get those offensive buffs on the screen. Then on your defense, if you use any character from Japan, make sure you check, because sometimes there's weird lacking links in those. Any Anawa'i, Mayaviya Legacy, or any striker, just period, any striker, you're going to see that your characters will have more HP, or it will reduce your opponent's gem defense. So if you were to use an Anawa'i character, your character will defend up to 75% of the damage, which makes it harder for your opponent, right? So use any of these eras, technically not eras, but classes, links, and benefit from their defensive buffs. Here is the Showdown Showcase. It's open all the way across the board, and it is male-female as far as this blog read goes. And here's your tasks across this. Break X-Break, Blue Gems, deal damage with New Gen, Anawa'i, Superstars from Japan, Bloodline, and then bonuses from there. I'm going to try and keep these on screen for just a moment so people can screenshot, and then kind of keep going here. Deal damage with Fatu, that's where he comes into play. Deal damage with Great Muda, you can knock that out in one shot because he does a bajillion damage. Same with OTC. And here's the, I mean, it's all important, but here's the important part, the bonus points. So you get bonus points for any trickster, and then if you have Bossman and or Steve Austin, you want to use them. But since it's a male-female, at least again according to the recording of this video, you can't put them in your second slot, which means you are going to have to go through your CSS and then use these guys as bonus. But once you get through your contest points, you can put Bossman in there, or if it's wrong and it's a male-male, always have Bossman in the second slot to get that 1,000 points. Thank you, Merix. Limited time tours, Pacific Power, 2.9 million. Let me move that up a little bit. There you go. 2.9 million contest points, 8,200 medallions, and some more tier 6 chests. There is a lot of stuff going on these tours, so stick with me, because like I said, there's 3 different layers of tours. First, we have the Universal Tours, and Monday, the first one is a bonus NXT Battleground 24-hour only tour on Monday. And normal mode, you have to use NXT. Your CSS are basically any of the NXT characters that are in the game, including Julius Creed. I didn't know he had that link in there, but not William Regal, who does have the NXT link, I believe. But you can use Carmelo, Roxanne, and Braun. You can use Ilya, Lyra, and Julius, and then those same ones in Hell mode. Then you've got 3 different tours again. The Pacific Power Splash Tour. Hard in Hell mode, you use the Bloodline, but you can use any Shinsuke, Asuka, Rock, or Roman. Pacific Power Rip Current Tour. Hard in Hell required Japan, and you can use Shinsuke, same ones. And then the Pacific Power Tsunami Tour with Hard in Hell using any The Rock or any Roman Reigns. So those are Universal Tours, bonus tours, basically. Then you also have regular tours here. Monday, you have the Island with some of the ones you can see right there, including the Punjabi Giant and Batista. Crazy. Tuesday, the Warrior with Fatu Samu, Jacob Fatu, or Tongaloa. So everybody at least has Tongaloa, but if you have to use him, I'm sorry. Wednesday, the Tribe with Jey Uso, Tama Tonga, or The Rock, final boss. So you should have Tama and the final boss Rock to get through that. And then Thursday, the Bloodline with OTC, NOD Rock, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso. Everybody will have at least Jimmy Uso. Nothing is regularly. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, you could use Wesley. Oh, dang it. Here's your bonuses in the tours. So, bonus and the Bare Bones Island tour. If you use the Great Muda, you get 50% all gem damage and 50% multiply gem damage. The Bare Bones Warrior tour, you get stat boosts for 25% all gem damage, blast gem, green gem, bot gems, and you get Fatu on there. Yeah, I know, right, Destroyer? Wednesday, you get stat boosts for Jey Uso Yeet. 25% all gem, black gem, column break, and then the Bare Bones Bloodline. That was Bare Bones the Tribe. This is Bare Bones Bloodline on Thursday. Roman Reigns OTC. So, like I say, 3 layers of tours that are going to be happening on this as we go. So. Yeah, well, so I don't know, Destroyer, if the stat boost means if you can get in and use any of those characters, they get them, but the CSS is Roman Reigns, because you're right. Roman, Jey, and Muda do not need boosts to win. But again, I don't know if that's how it's going. You may be able to go in and use any of the bloodline or whatever the tribe counts as there. And then if you use Jey Uso, you get the bonuses. I think that's more towards it. Join the WWE Champions community on our official forum and give us your constructive feedback on this contest. So you go on the blog posts that you can click on, tell them what you like about the event, tell them what you did not like about the event, and then tell them what you would change to see what you didn't like become like what you do like, right? Okay, so that's it for the first read. I'm going to go through, answer questions, let anybody who said, hey, go back and show me something that we saw or missed or whatever, ask on there. But the big thing on this, if nothing else, you get Big Daddy Viscera, because Big Daddy V is a very different version of him. But you get Viscera, the Ministry of Darkness version. You get a moment which is apparently super powerful and has something big to do with Viscera this weekend. And you get 11 new plates, including an entire Bossman botch plate that functionally is the yeet for botch gems. So glad to see that. I think this is a good end to this MLC. I like having a week long to close it out. And I like that we got back-to-back new characters that have never been in the game before. So this is a big month for all of that. So that's it for the recording version of this video. Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep talking, and then I'll go through it one more time here in a bit. So, yeah, let me hit the logo and go from there. Nope, that's the wrong thing. You know what? I'm just going to end the recording because I haven't got that set up yet.